talk out loud for a little bit, if that's okay. This is Mike B. Let's see here. So I'm documenting a little bit of the FCA report. So I'm going to log into UAT because it should be at the moment a copy of production, and there's no planned changes to the FCA report before we go live in the summer. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I'm logging in single sign-on. Huh. Oh, poop. Try that again. Send me a push. There we go. So the FCA report, I think, is unusual in that it hangs off of, no, it isn't hanging off of a menu somewhere. It's accessed via an external query. So I'm going to and I'm going to go to community, put in FCA. And that's the report right there. So there we go. So it prompts you for the building to be displayed. And it does that by creating a query, the drop-down list of buildings across the campuses. So I'm going to go to Don Howe. Okay. And it's a lot of code in the report, so it takes sometimes a good minute to generate. Which may be important in terms of looking for improvements of performance of the queries or approach to gathering and presenting and summarizing the data. But that's not too bad. That's about 45 seconds. And it generates primarily as a PDF report. So I'm going to go ahead and export it as that. And I'm going to date it today. So it's going right to my downloads folder. I'm going to open that up and talk about it a little bit. It's an unusual report in that it uses both landscape and portrait type print. So when you're looking at it, some of these pages will appear landscape, some portrait. This is probably the most complex part of the report. It's kind of a, yeah, it's the executive summary. So it gives you a lot of information. Recurring component replacement cost by year. And that's in this bar graph, cost by system, this pie graph, and then a series of tabular displays here for opportunities by priority. At the top here, renewal needs deferred and current replacement value, and then the specifics about the building. And I think we've tried to make as much as possible the queries to be driven from report manager queries versus SQL, but I do know there's still some SQL in this report. I'm going on to the next page here. More portrait. More portrait. So this is the textual summary. And this is all being drawn from the database. And after this summary, there's another landscape summary That's the detailed facility cost summary. This was probably the most complex part of the report in terms of debugging it and constructing it, because what it is it's a series of variables in BERT that are calculated, a series of summary variables that are calculated and then presented in this graph format. So is there anything else past this? More portraiture information. So this is again an expansion of that first page, the details associated with it. And again, these building details track back to the textual summaries that you saw. And this asset component inventory is more like the detailed that pie chart, I believe. Okay, so this is a landscape report 2 portion. Okay, so that's it. So now what I'm going to do is locate the actual report in Tririga. So I'm going to go up here and change this from community to system. And external. So we've got 2 presented here. One's draft, one is not. I'm going on the theory that they're identical. Let's see if that's the case. Okay, yeah, there's looks like defaulting to this export file, which would be in the BERT str folder. So let me see if that's the case for the other draft. Yep, it's one and the same. So this is the file we're looking for in BERT str. Let's see. So one way to get there is, and probably the best way considering the root directory is full of capital project files, like 1,500 of them. So it makes it difficult to go to the document summary directly, but this is kind of a backdoor into going into and go FCA report. And there it is. I'm going to open it here. but only for the purpose of grabbing it to download so that we can open the internals in Eclipse to show you. So here it is. I'm going to download it. Okay. I'm going to put it here in the downloads folder. There it is. And now I'm going to open it with Eclipse. I'm going to stop this recording for now and locate my functional version of Eclipse to do the second part of the presentation documentation.